Good evening. Welcome to Options Center. It is Saturday, 7/30/22. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. If you are new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and subscribe. So we're going to check out ES on multiple time frames as usual. If you want to get these kind of updates, hit that notification button, and we'll let you know when we do some more updates. So we're gonna we had a really bullish month here. We're in the bigger picture. We're looking at a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up to end at the top of the channel with the ending diagonal. We started to pull back. I think this might be the initial first move. A 5-wave move down. We are in a downtrend officially on the weekly time frame and below. What I think we're doing right now is we're either coming back down, and this wave 4, we're either coming up for a 1 and ending at the channel, continue this channel for a wave 2. So that'd be a 1, 2, or a much bigger correction, which I think is really likely with these this whole economic condition, and that's this 5-wave move is over. For a possible wave 1 up here, and then we'll go down to 61% area for a wave 2 for a much more bullish scenario. Yes, there is a more bearish scenario than that says we're going to go a lot lower, but those are what we're going to work with right now until we get there. All right, so looking at the candle formation here so far, we had this consolidation that we've been talking about for about 2 months here, and we are going to enter Monday as a new month here, but it looks as if we are just backtesting this 8 EMA. Remember I said this 8 EMA is the trending kind of indicator for us. It's a moving average. We're also backtesting this 20 simple moving average on the monthly, so looks like that's just a back test, and then it's likely just back testing this consolidation. See if it starts to break through. Maybe it just peeks through a little bit, but I would be expecting a reversal any time now. I named the last video I put out as a imminent reversal period. We're still looking for that reversal. It could go a little higher. We are in a squeeze, and then our first target would be this this area, this 50-month moving average down here, the 348 area, 3,480 area. So let's move down to the weekly. You see we're done in a downtrend on all of our indicators. The spot, it looks like the RSI is trying to peak out. So if we reverse from here, we continue that downtrend. Otherwise, you know, if we're breaking a downtrend here, then it's likely we're moving higher or even all-time highs. But with the momentum indicator just facing down, it looks like we're just kind of giving a chance for the MACD to catch up, and we'll continue to the downside. Moving to the weekly time frame. All right, on the weekly, again, this was the ending diagonal with the the bearish rising wedge, broke down from that area, went to go back test and continue to drop down. Looks like we have a 5-wave move here on the weekly, so that completes this entire move. Now we could have a deep retracement. I don't know how far that will go, but we have a huge area to get by here at about just underneath the 4,200 area. We are testing the 120-week moving averages at this point. I mean, this really, you guys, it could reverse. We don't have a signal, but it could reverse from here at this point. Now, maybe we get up just a little bit further, and then, you know, the retracements can go pretty deep. If this is a B wave or a wave 2, then, you know, nothing says that it has to come all the way back to these spots, but, you know, we're right past the 38.2. Maybe we just try to peak above that big 4,200 area, and we get to that 50% retracement and move down from there. Maybe we get on top of there and somehow we continue to move up to that 618, which would be your typical wave 2 or zigzag retracement there. So anything's possible. We'll have to watch that on the NQ as well, because that might reach up to those heights a little bit before at ES or SPX. So imminent. I would trade light and maybe even start to look for those reversals pretty soon. But on the same note, it's just an iffy area, because if you're looking at the momentum, we're trying to cross at this point. You know, if we start to cross here and we get a down week next week, we're going to show like a fake cross there on the MACD, and it happens. Look above here, try to peek above, broke back down, peek above, broke back down. You're just now starting to see a green histogram on the weekly. Now, from the downtrend on the RSI, we already peaked above there, but the 50 is easily a location. It doesn't have to be right on the 50, but this location would be resistance, and we'd start heading lower from there. So being in a bear market, I would just be careful of any of those points that we could reverse pretty soon. Now, getting to the daily. Daily trend is our friend. Now, looking at all these indicators, here's what we have. We could have a topping location here with this possible topping candle here, and we'll just have to watch price action. Do I think we go higher? It's possible. Now we have the megaphone from the I don't know, 2018 time frame to the market crash, the Corona crash. That's what this one is. And if we continue to build up higher, get up on this 4130 area, we start to make that support, then we have a whole big space above us that we could move up to that 4250. Also in confluence with the with that rising pivot. Just above that, it's our 200-day. There's so much stuff there, and this is a downtrend line that would represent. I'm not saying it's going to get to those points. It's just we're actually in NVIDIA right now. We're not holding any other positions, but if we just watch SPY, if it pulls back, we'll try perhaps a long call on the trend line and see what happens. If there's a consolidation, then move higher. Then we can get above that that area and then continue to move to the upside to the next, and then take off our positions again when we start getting to that higher point there. But again, I'd be really cautious. This is a bear market, rip your face off rally. It's moving, and if we go down to that MACD area, if we make this a downtrend, it looks like we're right at it. We're right at the downtrend. But on the RSI, we're building strength. We're still getting stronger here. And if we're in a bear trend, we got to watch out, because typically the RSI will not make moves too much further than 60-70 range. We won't get too many of moves into, if this truly is a bear market, into like the 75-80 area like you do in bull markets. So we may have had our move here. We broke out from this position. Yes, it could go higher. Just not sure. Just gonna have to watch price action. Okay. I wish I could be a lot more precise, but that's not how this works. Okay, so let's go to the 65-minute. And what we're building, we have a channel here. So there's two ways we can look at this. If we're looking at this in Elliott wave terms, if this is a first wave 1, 2, then it does look like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move up here to the top of the channel. That could be a wave 3, which would be shorter than a wave 1, which that's actually okay. It just can't be the shortest. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. So maybe we do start to pull back on Monday or Tuesday and then consolidate and have another move up to the 4200 area. That would be very healthy. Just we know that the last wave cannot be bigger than this third wave, because the third wave has to be cannot be the smallest. So We'll see where that goes. We have an expected move down here 40.50, and then expected move up here to 42.10 area, and that 50% retracement is just above there to 42.40, 42.22. So this is a big confluence up here where I would be willing to take some shorts if I see that the market starts to pull back for maybe a wave 4 there. So like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should complete an A, B, C move here. Maybe we peak above the channel, maybe we don't. But that's something I look for. We're starting to get divergence on the MACD and the RSI, so I'd be cautiously bullish on this. I do think we do have another wave up no matter what, because we'd really have to make this a WXY. If this was another zigzag where it's a 5, 3, 5, and we end there, which is completely possible. If we start to break trend and break below, then we're going lower, and probably quickly. So I do think this is going to be a 5-wave move up, seeing how this more commonly in A, B, and then C. So I would expect at least a pullback and a move higher to test maybe the expected move up to the top there. Now, if we start to continue higher and the price action breaks above this channel in this wave, then what we have here is 1, 2, and this wave is going to continue, break above, make support of the top of the channel, and then we're gonna assume at that point that we're gonna start hitting the much higher targets of about 30, 43, 63, more or less touching the top of this trend line here, which would give us a nice little wedge from the bottom to the top. You'd probably start hitting the 43.80, maybe 60 area ish right here. That would be the 618 retracement. So a price action will tell us if we get above this channel, this is probably going to start ripping higher with not much of pullbacks at all in order to get to this 618. But if we stay within this channel then and start to pull back, I think this wave 3 would be over after you see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move. Possibly just a little bit in the morning to or overnight on Sunday to touch the top there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Now I do see some wave counts out there that are saying I'll give you a sneak preview of we put this on our Patreon page, but let's do the SPX and give you kind of what we're looking at in the bigger picture. Let's change our tool. Let's go over to the Elliott wave look. And what we're possibly looking for right now is this being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move down. And we're looking at and that first 5 wave move is a possible A or a 1. It doesn't matter at this point. This could be an A, B, or 1, 2. It doesn't really matter until we get down to the third wave if this bearish situation. So again, we have this 42.30 area where the 50% retracement is. It would also be very tricky for those that are considering this a 1, 2, and this a wave 3. It should bring us right up to that same area, that 42.30, for a wave 3 finish. And then if you're bullish, you're going to look for a wave 4 consolidation and even a move higher from there to complete a 5-wave move. And then you start to pull back for a 1, 2, and then blast off into all new highs or whatever. But so it's going to pull in a lot of bulls into this move, but I think that we're not done on the downside, and I don't think we're done for a long time. I think we have much lower to go, but we're going to continue to monitor this often. So I'm not sure that the move is over yet. We're getting into a big resistance area, but maybe we peak above that area and get to that 50%. Just not so sure we're going to make it up to that that 618. But if you see consolidation that's going more sideways than an actual break to the downside, and watch your indicators as well. If we don't really cross over at that point, then maybe we do get up to that area. But yeah, a little bit higher, then much lower. Okay, that's it, you guys. Thanks for joining us here at Options Tender. Be very careful. We might start off the week really quick, starting to move down. Don't get scared. It's probably just a wave 4, and then move up to that 50% retracement at minimum. All right. I think that's all I got for you. Have a good day.